My former pastor from Columbus, Ohio, I love her dearly. She said, when you go to Rochester, show them how black you are. And I said, I don't think I need to do that. It's pretty evident. That's not my only identifier. But first and foremost, I want people to know that I am a child of God with them. Whether or not we think that we have a racism problem, whether we accept the killings of several black men again and again and again, we have to love one another in this conversation.
So our hope as a racial justice task force is to set before you a process to take back to your churches, your conferences, and your communities, to find partners in the beginning to dialogue that will lead you to becoming this defiant force that will change race relations around you.
We're living in a time where there's this racial divide, but I do feel the Spirit calling us to be advocates or allies.
I hope that the conversation minimally can take place across the church, as Bishop Elizabeth Eaton is calling us to do. It is part of understanding who we are and that we are all one in Christ, that because of color or ethnicity or background, we are all one people in Christ Jesus and need to begin to treat one another as equals.
And let's realize that ally is a verb. It means that you have to do something.
If your parents were professionals, a doctor, a lawyer, or something like that, take one step forward. Look at your straight line. We make a lot of assumptions, don't we?
As a whole body, we need to stop giving lip service to a whole bunch of stuff. And we need to apologize for the stuff that we do and not just dismiss it as, oh, well, there those people are again. Let's admit where we are with a lot of things, because that goes a long way.
Sundown town is a term. It's extremely well known, the definition in the African American community. They may announce it by siren, it may announce it might just be a local custom and people on the street enact it. That African Americans had to leave that community by the time the sun set. It was intentional racial exclusion.
The Synod is really trying to, by this work here at the Assembly, to take some small steps, but in the right direction of engaging people in conversation and being more intentional of trying to widen the circle of people whom we include and with whom we are engaged as the church.
And there's a lot of ignorance as far as I'm concerned. And I believe that the program itself presented another side of how people usually see things. And I think it was a good effort on the part of the Synod to move in that direction.
And I really think that what we need to do is not blame hold. We just hear the history, we hear the information, and then we move on from that. Not accusing people, but saying, this is where we were, what will we become?